This is an elimination match. Someone is out of the tournament and going home. Well, maybe not going home till tomorrow, but someone's going home at some point after this series.
They won't be playing in the tournament
after
anymore,
this series.
at the very least. And already underway. Throwing it across the box. JNAPS trying to get things going for G2, but ending up now in their own territory. Zane Jackie trying to force one in the corner, knocked away there by G2. And a quick tit for tat, 2 shots on net. Nothing of note. Well, not really a shot for JNAPS, but throwing it across the box. And first 30 seconds, there's a shot off the crossbar, saved by Classics. Goes up to the crossbar, already coming in big for his team, keeping the scoreline low.
Here's the thing, though. We just saw Rizzo. When he takes shots, they're generally on target. That was a difficult save to make there. And already off the bat, G2 starting to utilize Rizzo's accuracy to take those shots.
JNAPS in midfield looking for Rizzo, slamming it back down, saved by Lethamyr. G2 right now just one fake by Kronovi. Kronovi looking for a second, the bully in net, and it hits off the crossbar, out into the side. Ghost able to keep that ball out of the net.
That was an incredible play from Kronovi there, almost going by, getting his teammates involved too to try to just abuse that defender on the side of Ghost.
G2 still utilizing these small passing plays to get on the offensive side of the field. Just not able to complete. Ghost doing a good job of breaking things up towards the box. Now trying to get their own opportunity set up as they rotate towards midfield. G2, though, able to transition back to the blue half. Rizzo, high against the backboard, ends up getting cleared away by Classics.
Yeah, Ghost is doing a pretty good job so far of making sure these clears get back to midfield. You know, they're balancing their boost management very well so far. It's how long that'll last is going to be the question. But so far, so good from Ghost. Still at 0-0. And that's a decent scoreline if you're trying to win.
If you're trying to win at the halfway point, a nice low tap, a light tap. Lethamyr not able to finish that one off. To get to demo on his way back to get some.
No, accidental.
Halfway through it, Rizzo ends up bumping Classics out of the way, trying to follow up his JNAPS. Not able to get there. Kronovi coming in to rotate. G2, it feels like light pressure here by both teams. That ball not able to get his way out. Kronovi to Rizzo, 1-0 G2.
This is what we talked about. If you get that ball to Rizzo, he's going to score it. Look, it's just waiting so patiently, faking out that last defender, expecting maybe a 50-50 up high. Rizzo's like, nah, I'll take it low. And there it is.
Mentioned back and forth, you know, one team trying to get the advantage over the other. It's kind of like that tug of, really the Rocket League tug of war that I mentioned yesterday. Just not able to completely pull it your direction, but now G2 able to get a little more leeway here against Ghost and really set the pace for themselves as we are more than halfway through this game.
And honestly, so far, all 3 players look to be firing good. We know JNAPS can turn beast mode on when he needs to, but right now, both Rizzo and Kronovi are making very smart plays on the field, and that's scary for anybody else that has to face them if they do make it through in this lower bracket.
Ghost trying to get something going on the offensive half of the field, but everything they throw is just knocked back to their end by an orange card. Classics and Lethamyr combined to try to chase this down. G2 playing the corner well, playing backboard defense well. JNAPS working to clear that out. And still, G2 just really doesn't feel like they really feel pressured against Ghost. Ghost not able to really get any kind of consistent opportunities towards the net. Approaching about 1:30 left, and well, it feels like 1-0. Ghost struggling to maintain possession of the ball.
As those backboard plays are trying to, they see it open, they're going to utilize it. But we have seen, again, Classic specifically up on that backboard a lot of times. G2 saying, okay, you're not there now, let's try to get those backboard passes. Didn't finish out, but they are still in the lead 1-0.
Going out to the side, while hanging around in midfield. Towards G2's end again, just seems to get it to the edge, can't get a solid shot out on net. Lethamyr looking for it, but it's knocked away. Trying to open an opportunity. But the Enforcer hasn't really worked out for Ghost here so far. A minute left. Ghost Gaming still a 1-goal deficit, trying to tie this score up and at least try to send this to overtime at the very least. That ball, again, just shut down every angle Ghost tries to utilize. G2 is right there, 50-50, going nowhere for Ghost. And Rizzo going to take control from midfield. Looking to get past Classics, he does, but is going to go back into the hands of Ghost Gaming. You got to feel that there needs to be a little more sense of urgency to try to get this down. You obviously don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And like almost right there, Zane Jackie just hitting the top of the crossbar and getting it out, but not able to find a goal yet, not even a shot opportunity.
I mean, at least he got the touch again. That I talked about Zane at midfield making the important touches. Obviously, you don't want to put it towards your own net, but he is getting those touches, and that's what's keeping Ghost at a close game like this. G2 is still looking pretty strong, but Ghost also staying very spread out, very confident in their plays. This could be, and very well be, a very, very close series. Although G2, again, as long as they let this ball drop, we'll take game number 1. We still have a chance for Ghost to take this, though. This is a chance.
That could be. Oh!
Very
Crucial.
smart play there. I think Kronovi on the backboard takes that away. But again, G2 looking very strong, but I have to give it up to Ghost. That was not scrappy play from Ghost. That was very thought out, pre-thought, very clean. There wasn't any points where I'm like, they're just trying to catch up and get possession anymore. They look to just keep the pace up with G2 there. Even when G2 slowed it down, and we even saw Rizzo at one point try to take a slow play on the ground, dribble it around. Classic's like, I'm just going to wait. I know you don't have the most options. Even when you pace it down, look, I can wait. Even in the background, you saw Zane just waiting with a great amount of space. He wasn't anxious. He didn't try to push up too quickly. He stayed back, and Ghost is staying and keeping their heads in the game right now, and that's very, very important. This is an elimination match. You can't let yourself get ahead of yourself. You have to stay in the game, and that's exactly what Ghost is doing. Only a 1-goal difference. G2 is going to have to work for this fight if they want it, but they are looking good. Ghost has every chance to still pull this series.
Yeah, G2, I mean, with that nice touch from Rizzo to get that last goal, the opposite side touch was, you know, once you get that 1 goal, they also played really exactly the same kind of clean game. Any kind of demolitions we saw were really accidental, and G2 did a good job. Really, you can say the same things about them like you did about Ghost. Ghost just wasn't able to get that 1 goal. I know that we stressed multiple times Ghost not able to get shots on net, but really G2 didn't really get that many shots on net either. It was a very defensive-heavy game, playing the sides, the corners, the backboard, all of those defensive efforts really well. And heading into game 2, probably going to see more of the same, or, you know, for breaking down maybe more intentional demolitions either from both sides.
Demos might come into play. I wouldn't see that too early on. Again, both teams had scoring chances. They had the opportunities. Right now, G2 is, you can tell they're really trying to dictate the pace, and they're finding difficulty as again, Ghost is keeping up with that pace. So I think team passes are going to be the difference maker. If Rizzo can just go beast mode, that's going to be a scary spot for Ghost.
Well, JNAP's taking the lead here. Rizzo and Kronovi in support. G2 looking for the first offensive opportunity of the game. Past the side, Ghosts looking to clear it out there. Rizzo finding JNAPs, but Ghost playing it down. Still, Rizzo and JNAPs against the back wall. Not able to get there in time.
Here's Zane Jackie chasing
him right against his back wall.
Very good avoidance, though, from Rizzo. He knew that Cam sideways about to land. If I land, I will get demoed. Let's side flip and get the boost.
End-to-end pass from JNAPs to Kronovi. Trying to work end-to-end against Ghost territory. Still G2 really doing a nice job keeping the ball out of their end for the most part in the first minute and a half of this game. JNAPs out to the side. Ghost finally looking like they might get something downfield. Rizzo finding JNAPs already in midfield, and back and forth we go. A little bit of ping pong, and really about the same type of game we saw in game 1.
Much better Ghost than we saw yesterday, but left, please. Go beast mode.
Rizzo's right there to stop him.
And that's the hard thing. G2 is playing well. They're all over the field right now, and you see on offense every single time either JNAPs or Kronovi looking for Rizzo. The smart thing, though, is we do have Ghost looking out for those plays.
Yeah, Classics is right there. The shot right towards the box, knocked away from Rizzo. Looked like Lethamir had an opportunity, but the ball just a little too far ahead of him in front of the box. Still Ghost keeping up this pressure, trying to win those offensive boost battles in the corner.
So this should be the chance for G2 to break out. I mean, they haven't been the cleanest rotations for Ghost.
Oh, no, all the save from Kronovi. Pitch slams it against the post. And Zane Jackie just throws it back over to Classics. G2, a great defensive effort to keep the scoreline low.
I'm a little worried, though. I mean, once G2 got stuck on defense, even when their opponents weren't having the cleanest midfield rotations, they still weren't able to break out. G2 just needs to make sure that if they're going to get stuck on their back heel, it's clean rotations, or just don't get stuck there in the first place.
Ghost keeps stealing that midfield boost, and it really is allowing them to continually go on the offensive. You see Kronovi and JNAPS, they both finally were able to pick up some boosts. Less than 2 minutes to go. Still very tense 0-0 game.
Again, we saw it in game one, only a 1-goal difference. G2 shut out Ghost. We're seeing the exact same story in game number 2.
Around Ghost, still keeping up this pressure, looking for the shot. Rizzo plays it nicely under. Rizzo really has been doing a lot of work defensively this game, but still, G2 cannot clear it out of their own end. They cannot transition, and it's giving Ghosts this possession, just looking for each other. Passing lane's been shut down, but this might be an opportunity. Lethamyr going across the board. Zanejacky tries to finish. JNAPS knocks it to the side, gets himself a savior badge.
I like the attempt. Lethamyr got a bit of too much power on that touch there. Even a softer shot could have been even in the net or open for Classics to take that shot. They have to be aware of where their teammates are and where they're placing these balls.
Zane going to try to take it slow. It does get him past really 2 defenders. Classics was downfield, just couldn't get to that ball. Less than a minute. Ghosts, you said, playing a lot better than yesterday, and also playing even. Oh, that shot just knocked to the side by JNAPS. Defensive heavy game. Someone's going to have to pull the goalie soon to get a goal here.
Sorry, but well, I mean, here's the thing though, is like, if you're down,
oh, Classic snuck that in. Rizzo might have thought that was going to hit the crossbar.
Yeah, well, Rizzo also had no boost. That's something you have to pay attention to. An awkward spot, and there's not really, if that's placed far, which it was,
yeah.
Rizzo was in no place to get up to that. A double jump wouldn't have sufficed, as he was a little bit too far forward.
It's exactly what Ghost Gaming needed. This 0-0 game the whole time, we talked about getting that first goal and setting the pace for the rest of the game. Now, most of the game has been played.
Well, they
only have to hold for 30 seconds.
They have to make sure, though, that they keep playing their game, because if they just go complacent right now, G2 will have every chance to score back and tie this up.
They have to move it downfield first, and Lethamyr just breaking up these passing plays every second he gets. In midfield, Ghost just trying to keep the ball away, play for time. JNAPS looking to try to get one more opportunity going. Rizzo on the challenge ends up losing big time to Lethamyr, and it looks like that ball will hit, and Ghost Gaming
there it is.
Game 2.
Well, you saw it even at the end there. Ghost wasn't playing to get another goal. Ghost wasn't playing in those last 5 to 10 seconds. They just started saying, let's interrupt every single chance that G2 has to move this ball down the field. You even saw Classics on his way back. Generally wouldn't have been a good 50-50, as he did have 2 teammates. He just wasted his boost, but he knew that would interrupt any kind of forward momentum for G2. Very smart last few seconds play. Great clock management from Ghost coming down in those final seconds, and they take it. But again, 2 games now, we've had a 1-goal difference. Only 2 goals scored over the entire series so far, and that's how close these teams are playing together. Now, G2 still, again, has the secret weapon that is JNAPS, and we haven't seen him really pop off too much. He hasn't needed to, as Kronovi and Rizzo have been playing very solid as well. Maybe not their full potential. I'm loving the clean play from Ghost, though. This is definitely different than what we talked about their play style generally is.
It's very safe, Rocket League, right? Both of these teams know this is it. This is the series. We have to win this.
You're going home if you're not.
You're not going to, if it's 0-0, 1-0, you're not going to take the risk to be able to try to get back into the game, because that one mistake might put you further in a deficit. And Ghost knows we played clean against G2 game 1. We can do it. We just need to get that 1 goal.
You only need 1 goal to win.
That's it. Well, game number 3 going to get underway. Only 2 goals scored so far in the series. And both teams looking to take advantage. As we get going quickly, Zane to Lethamyr, not able to make the connection. G2 going to run this downfield, and it's going to be JNAPS starting it off. That shot knocked away by Zanejacky. Kronovi and Rizzo looking to keep it in play here for G2. G2 with an early possession, see if they can do anything with it. JNAPS just trying to get the challenge, keep it in midfield. He does, but Lethamyr taking control here for Ghost. Classics getting a little enforcing in the net. That shot going in from Kronovi. A quick transition. It's 1-0 for G2.
I'm not even sure what happened to the defense here. Again, Lethamyr maybe playing on that too much. The pinch totally in favor of Kronovi. Zanejacky a little bit hesitant, hit that no man's land. Again, you either have to go for it, get the read, or you need to play a little more defensively. It's one or the other. Sitting in no man's land does not do you good, and that just proved it right there.
Well, G2 gets an early goal. We did see that in game 1. We'll see if Ghost can combat this. And we haven't had a game yet where both teams have scored. That's a quick shot towards the net. Zanejack able to make the save. Ghosts on their back wheels a little bit here. Trying to get this cleared out. A nice play against the backboard. Able to get it at least back to midfield. Lethamir looking there for Zanejack, but it's broken up by Rizzo and Kronovi. Right now, G2, that's a shot by Kronovi again. He finds himself 2 goals.
There it is, Kronovi again. We talked early on, we saw him going for a couple of these mind games. He knew that he's feeling it on. He's refreshed, probably got enough sleep, and there it is. What just a beautiful touch. He knew where that defender's trajectory was heading and put it the other way.
It's always nice to see Kronovi score a lot of goals. Just, you know, the history and the story of Kronovi.
Face of Rocket League.
The face of Rocket League.
Not the best player in the world anymore, but
No.
definitely still up there.
Absolutely, and when he's doing well, you know, Kronovi has a lot of fans, so people got to be happy when they see that.
The G2 Army. We know all about them.
Absolutely. On the corner, Kronovi looking to get things going again. Working with no boost towards the box.
And that would have been scary if he had boost. He actually would have been able to get a second touch on that.
Slap that in, the old out and in, if you will. Across the backboard, Ghosts gets a long pass over to Lethamir, but not able to finish. That was a nice hit by Rizzo to get it in midfield. G2 on JNABS and Rizzo, kind of challenging the ball, keeping it away. You can definitely, as the series has been going, G2 playing the safe rotations, don't have to force anything on offense. You're up 2 goals, and you're about halfway through the game. And Ghost is just, they've been struggling to get it out of their own end, is again just playing end-to-end. Rizzo, JNABS, and Kronovi doing a nice job just starving Ghost and really preventing any opportunities that they get downfield.
And that seems to be the thing. The cohesion is great with Ghost if they have boost. The second that they start getting starved, and G2 looks to figure that out, that Ghost starts to struggle a little bit on defense and breaking out.
JNABS makes a challenge across the corner. Allows Rizzo to get it downfield. Still Zanejack pushing it forward. Ghost might have an opportunity, and Lethamir gets that one home. They pull the deficit halfway through.
Yeah, not the best touch here for G2. Kronovi, it actually pinched. That's why. Yeah. Slams right out front for Lethamir. Of course he's going to take that shot. You want to make sure as a defender that you angle your car that ball is not going to fly back in front of your net. And that's exactly the opposite of what G2 just did.
Well, Ghost able to score. That's got to feel, all right, we can score. Now let's put it on the offensive and try to tie this game up.
I guess scoring does feel like you can score.
I mean, hey, it only takes one. Classics. Not able to get anything going there. Kronovi makes it downfield. Working the edge. Plenty of time here for Ghost. And more ping pong, not as much pressure on their end since that last goal. Well, and that came straight back down. And both members, both Classics and Zanejack pulled away from it.
I'll tell you exactly what happened there. Classics just expected his teammate to hit it, and he probably should have in all honesty, but Classics didn't give himself enough time to recover, and that could have been a very bad situation had one of the G2 guys followed that up.
Oh, that shot's going in. Lethal Mir ties the game up. That shot right into the corner, the same spot he had it last time.
They didn't let that mistake at midfield take anything away from it. Lethamir taking the most powerful shots the second he gets that opportunity. And we told you, Lethamir is so good, and his accuracy on point. Look at that placement.
I told Lethamir before, he's like, I was like, you were disgusting, never take a shower. And he's like, well, it's funny because I showered just before the last series that I tweeted that at him. And I was like, okay, well, don't shower anymore because you were dirty.
Stay disgusting.
Beautiful. You were nasty. And now a tie game. Game 3 has had more goals scored than the rest of the series. And you got to give credit to Ghost being able to fight back. Really, they seem to struggle a lot. That save going up, Lethamir, excuse me, able to make that save. But struggling when they're down, like we said, playing to the pace of their opponents. And when you're down, it's so hard to get things going. But now you see the tables have almost turned or just evened a little bit. Ghost is able to at least fight back and forth with G2.
I mean, as long as they have boost, again, that's the time I've seen them struggle. The second they don't have boost, G2 needs to look to do that again. On the offense, start stealing their boosts, start those offensive boost steal rotations, and you should be able to pull the lead back. But Ghost, as long as they can maintain this spread out they have now, they should be fine.
Rizzo playing it out to the corner. Kronovi in support, going to look to clear this out. And a nice back and forth from Rizzo to Kronovi, but again, challenged away by Ghost. This might be an opportunity. Classics puts it over and in. 3-2. Ghost Gaming takes the lead.
There it is. Lathamir is saying, here, teammates, you have a chance. Classics just follows up on that mistouch there from, who was that again? Either way, Kronovi couldn't get to it, and G2 trying to push a little bit too far forward, maybe getting anxious in the last 20 seconds, and boom, there goes Ghost in the lead.
And if you're G2, you might want to win this face-off, and kind of goes even, but able to get there was Lathamir, who sends it to the opposite side of the field. G2 wants one more opportunity, trying to get something going. Kronovi going to opt for Rizzo. No one knows who to touch the ball to. JNAP's downfield looking for Rizzo, but challenged and broken up by Ghost Gaming.
There it
is.
They
will take game number 3, 2-1 in the series. G2 is now in officially elimination station.
Oh no, I wonder again how we know the G2 Army is there, and I wonder how they're feeling it. As you said, this is an elimination match. I know the crowd here is loving that Ghost is pulling us back, because this is, again, second seed coming out of the RLCS regionals for North America. Ghost is showing why. I mean, a long time ago, we keep bringing it up, but I think we have to. Lathamir's like, I don't know why you guys doubt us anymore, and they're showing us right here why they can do that. When they're on, when they can spread themselves out and they're smart about their plays, I just know there's a tendency for Ghost to kind of tense up, get a little close, overthink their positioning,
right,
and they can give up a lot of plays to G2. G2 has to start forcing those plays. We saw it a little bit there at the beginning when they started forcing them onto the defense. Hey, your boost is now our boost, and G2 put a couple in early on. Ghost, though, did maintain the composure, came back, and that shows a good mental fortitude, being able to say, we're down, but we have lots of time left. We can pull this back.
I think the G2 Army might be saying to themselves, I feel like we've been here before. I feel like we've read this book before with G2, and they just want to see them succeed. And almost really at the edge of their teeth, they want to be able to see them get past Ghost. And for Ghost, there's still doubt for a lot of people with Ghost. Some people think that League Play in RLCS was kind of almost a fluke, even over a couple of weeks. And I know
Lathamir will disagree with that.
Lathamir will absolutely disagree with that.
There it is.
They're going to show you. They might show you right now why you should not doubt them anymore. And so now in game number 4, G2, pretty much in the back of their garage, need to get out and put the gas pedal on the floor. Words are hard. Ghosts and Classics just coming straight down, ran out of boost on his way back down. And able to throw that one right downfield in the G2 territory. Kronovi pops that up into the top, and that was JNAPs to Kronovi. What a shot, 1-0.
Textbook doink right here. JNAP straight down to a teammate. He knew Kronovi was there, and boom, nice pop over one. Lathamir might have been able to get to that, but I feel like that's been the story of Lathamir. Even yesterday, he's always been just so close to saving these last-second goals, but so close, but no cigar.
No cigar. Victory will go to Lathamir and company if they can just tie this one back up. They did go down by 2 in game 3 eventually to win it.
Yep. We saw them pull it back last time. We know that they can do this, but they have to just say to themselves, take it slow, figure out how to break out of our own end, and again, they will be fine.
Classics, just a light toss towards the net, and Rizzo and JNAPs move it downfield. Rizzo on the ground looking for that hit. Zane Jackie out to the side. G2 now off the ceiling towards the box. Classics and Zane Jackie combine to get it out of the way. G2 going for another round. And first it's Kronovi, who has really been going off in this series. He's scored, I think a total of maybe 4 goals so far, and has been really integral. He's just waiting. JNAPs doesn't have a single goal in this series, and he's usually really the patented goal scorer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. JNAPs is like, well, my teammates are doing the work. Why do I need to step up there?
That's a nice pass. Oh. He had the right idea, just a little too high off the crossbar. JNAPs passed one, challenged in midfield. It's Kronovi again. G2 doing a good job, again, keeping it away from the zone, winning that midfield boost battle, because as soon as Ghost gets out there, they have to retreat because they have no boost. Downfield, Lathamir moving against the back wall, played nicely by JNAPs and Kronovi. And end-to-end it goes. G2 looking for another round, but instead we get another match of ping pong.
I do want to point out, though, Crow's starting to play a little, maybe that's why it's paying off for him, but we saw him with that pre-jump about 10 seconds ago. A little bit of a risky play there, as you know, you're going to have someone from Ghost there to greet that ball before you can get to it, and now you're out of boost. They do have to be careful of that, or Ghost might punish that.
Oh, stuffed in between Zane Jackie and Lethamyr. G2 would definitely like that 2-goal lead. Last game, 3 unanswered goals by Ghosts. Definitely don't want that happening again. That's a pinch shot downfield. JNAP's able to make that save. Looking for demos. We saw Ghost really 1 or 2 demos in game 1 to try to break through G2's defenses, but the ball really not in their possession when things happened, or G2 was able to challenge it away. This ball going
this is
away.
awkward.
The demo by Zane Jackie. The shot by Lethamyr makes it 1-1 for Ghost Gaming. Kronovi really caught between a rock and a hard place.
Kronovi just not in the best position there, especially with that last defender behind him getting taken out. He flew across. Lethamyr knew that was going to happen, says, I'm just going to take it slow. You're going to be gone. Bye-bye. Here's my goal.
There you go. Ghost Gaming ties it up yet again. This time the score 1. G2 trying to move this downfield. But Ghost, again, playing midfield very well. It's very back and forth in game number 4. G2 just playing for the series and tournament lives right now.
Yeah.
This is the last game.
That's something to remember. This is an elimination. G2 is sitting at the wrong side of a match point. Ghost Gaming, if they can grab this 1 goal, can buy themselves a move forward and a position in this tournament still. G2 would be eliminated at that point.
Game is going on. Ghost knows they have that game advantage. They're going for more of those demolitions towards the net and the back wall.
Oh!
That shot down by Zane Jackie, almost out of nowhere. Another shot by Lethamyr turned away.
Zane's been so quiet this entire series, and there he is, just pops out with a so close of a double tap. If we can see more of that, Ghost will start to look super scary.
And Classic's going to take this against the back wall. Gets a demo on his way back to it. Ghost Gaming getting down in the trenches against this G2 squad. We could have a game number 4 overtime. This keeps going the way, but Ghost has just been constantly taking the shots towards the net. JNAPS makes another save and gets that savior badge. Ghost still winning that corner scrum.
Well, final minute of gameplay. They have to make sure they just play their game. No one should be getting...
Oh, they get by him. Classics gets that goal, 34 seconds.
I'm wondering if there's a boost issue there. We saw Rizzo in that, again, awkward. G2 getting caught so weird in that a few times, and with 34 seconds left, this is tournament expulsion. If they do not get a goal to tie this up, Ghost will be moving on, taking G2 out of the tournament.
In 34 seconds, if the scoreline remains the same, Classics will have gotten his first 3v3 series win at LAN, which will be huge for Ghost Gaming. Moving on, and Zane Jackie says, I got you.
There
We're going.
is.
It's 3-1.
We called this before to Zane Jackie. If he can keep up those amazing shots, there he is. The second he gets onto offense, boom, Ghost pulls into the lead. Now G2 has a huge hill to climb.
And not a lot of time to do it. This is do or die for G2. Pull all the stops out. Try everything you can to get these 2 goals. They get 1 goal with any amount of time left. There is still a chance, as small as it may be. Classics and Lethamyr combining forces to move it towards midfield here. 1 opportunity knocked away. Ghosts in 8 seconds. If this remains the same, they will knock out G2 in the Northern Arena Rocket League Invitational.
This is going to be it. That's it. It's over. There's no way
at all. Ghost Gaming taking out G2, staying alive in the tournament, and looking so much stronger than they did yesterday. A much better team. Classics getting a feel-good goal to make the official scoreline 4-1.
Insult to injury there. Ghost is so happy. Look at them on stage. They are so happy right now to be able to move forward. That has got to feel good, man. And they are proving that they are indeed a second seed NA and they belong there. That was such an important series for them to show that G2, someone that a lot of people probably would have been on the side of in this series coming up to win this.
For sure.
And they take them out. G2 now eliminated from the Northern Arena Rocket League Invitational. And dropped out now. That's it for G2.
That's it for G2. And Ghost, that happiness that you saw, it has to be just relief. You see the relief on Ghost, like finally, okay, get this Ghost off of our back, no pun intended, and they can move on and just try to keep going. Ghost wants to prove to everybody we are to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
We are good.
Well, if you reckon with us, you're going to wish you hadn't.
Exactly. What was great about Ghost is we saw so many more team plays and so much more cohesion than what we saw yesterday, and because they were just constantly pressured, constantly playing at the pace of their opponent. And a couple of times G2 was able to get by them and play the way G2 wanted to play, but Ghost came back. That 2-0 lead G2 had, coming back from that for Ghost, had to have been the biggest morale boost for them. So now we know if G2 goes up before us, we can come back. That's not a problem. And they went down in game 4 and came back to win the game.
It's very important. We talk about maintaining composure. We talk about staying on point in your mind. It's a huge mental game up there as 50% inputting buttons on a controller and 50% in your mind. And if you can stay composed on the field and say, guys, we still have this, as you said, it's so important for the rest of the series to say, we did it once. It's very, very possible. Sometimes it's really hard if you're down that much and you don't come back to maintain that composure. That's when teams start to fall apart. But right now, they maintained composure, they pulled through, and Ghost stays alive, sending G2 home.
Well, Ghost able to take out G2. They will be moving on. We're going to throw it over to Marissa with the player interview.
Oh, thanks, guys. Listen, Leth, my God, I'm so excited to be talking to you, number one, because you're another Canadian boy I get to chat with. But you guys got sent down to the losers bracket by Method yesterday. I was a little concerned. Were you?
I was a little concerned. I mean, of course, you're losing that drastically. We had to do something to change it for today. The game didn't feel the same to us. It's a little bit different coming from your home and playing on a different setup, so that was quite the adjustment. We felt better today. We changed a few settings, and we just refreshed for the day, so yeah.
I was going to say, because your coach was waiting for you at the end of that matchup, and I know you guys had a deep discussion. So what was discussed, and what did you come back with?
Just to keep a level head, because that can definitely affect you. You can definitely tilt pretty quickly, going down 5 goals against a good team. We're all good teams here, of course, so it's fair.
And there's so much love between all of you. Like, you guys just ended, and you all gave each other hugs, and it just warmed my heart. So can you talk about the camaraderie in this community?
Yeah, everyone's friends. We just like play private lobbies together. We always like joke around. Even when we're upstairs in the player lobby, we're all just playing together, playing on different teams, just having fun, making sure we're all warmed up and wishing the best for everyone. So.
It just warms my heart. So what's the strategy moving forward now? Because you got to get out of this losers bracket, and you got a big team up next.
Keep the positive.